Salut tout le monde, it's your boy, Lukael. Welcome back to The Case of the Golden Idol. This is episode 3 and it's gonna be, I think, the finale for at least the main game. I might eventually do the DLC, I'm not sure yet. I haven't even posted the first episode on the channel, so I don't know if anyone's going to watch it. If enough people watch it, then I'll consider doing also the DLCs. I'm certainly curious to see what they're about. So let's see, in the previous episode we did part 6, 7, 8, 9. So we have 10, 11, and then presumably 12 left to do. I hope they're pretty sizable because that's only 3 cases for like a full video, but since they're the last ones, I assume they're gonna be pretty long. So in the last episode we found the significance of the ruby rings and the masks is because there's this secret brotherhood, this secret society working behind the scenes and I guess trying to get their hands on the idol. Which means that like a bunch of the characters we saw in the previous cases that had the rings were all part of this secret society. So this game wouldn't have like a ton of replay value, but I do love that when you play through the later chapters, you kind of learn more about characters from previous chapters, because I got my girlfriend to start playing the game, and from watching her I was like, oh, that's what this meant, and like I could make some connections with the earlier cases, which was interesting. Speaking of which, we'll be coming back to the tavern case briefly. But either way, really had fun with the previous episodes. I look forward to playing some more today, so thank you for joining me, and without any further ado, let's jump into the case of the Golden Idol. Before we continue, I wanted to come back really quick to the murder at the Little Mermaid, which I really struggled with when I first played it. And from watching my girlfriend play it, I kind of realized a bunch of new things that I did not notice when I played, to my great shame. First of all, Revenge RR. I was like, I didn't really get why it said RR there, which is really obvious in retrospect. It's because this guy, Robert, what's his full name again? Robert Redruth, when Ash Blair killed the guy, he signed RR because he wanted to frame this Robert Redruth, obviously. Also, our friend Willard right here, in his bag, he's got this pocket watch that says, "To my dear Maurice," and that really confused me. I was like, why does he have a pocket watch with the name Maurice on it? And that's because this is Maurice here, and he says, "Oh mother, forgive me, I will never gamble with something so dear to me again." So he lost it. He lost his pocket watch while gambling with Willard, because you can see early Maurice Evans and Willard Wright were playing, and Maurice lost quite dramatically, and I guess he lost his pocket watch. And also another thing that I don't think I even noticed when I first played, this guy goes by the name Ash Blair, but it's obviously David Goran, which we met in the previous case. And he just went under a different name here for some reason. I'm also not sure if I noticed these footsteps in the mud here. So I'm guessing like maybe like he jumped through the window, or like he just came here and then waited to talk to this guy and then left. I'm not sure. And also the washing bowl filled with blood, I guess, was used by David to wash his dagger so it wouldn't have the blood on it anymore. So anyways, some fairly obvious things that I probably should have noticed, but I did not. So does it bode well for today's episode? Probably not, but we're going to try our best anyways. So here's this guy again, Nicholas Maker. I do love how it follows all the same characters throughout. So let's go. Chapter 4, The New Order, The Triumph of Order. Ooh. These two again. This guy again. So they're moving up in the world, it seems. We learned at that dinner party in the manor in the previous episode that what's this guy's name again? Lazarus, who became the new leader of the Order of the Brotherhood thanks to his miracle of flight, which he performed using the idol. We learned he was also the leader of a political party. So maybe he's like the prime minister now or something. Alright, so just like before, Let me get my notes out first of all. Alright, so just like we did before, oh god, we have 46 clues in this one. Alright, so we're going to take a look at every face so that we can start with the... Oh, we don't actually need to identify the people here. It's also playing kind of like the main theme of the Golden Idol that plays on the title screen. Alright, so we don't need to identify the people here. Okay, so I guess we'll just go through the clues normally then. Such a relief that they decided not to push any fashion charges. I hope the process is not painful. Okay, we haven't seen this guy before. This tribunal is a farce. They spread lies that my pure love is merely lust. And what do they even know about true art? Alright, so... I felt it in my bones that I should have drunk less. Now we poor souls experience God's wrath. This is also a new face. We know who this guy is. That's the attorney who's been a part of the Brotherhood this whole time. It is a thing of beauty to see order prevail. If I were not against the first virtue, I would feel very happy. Nicholas, I'll wager you feel the new regime rewards your diligence now. So tell me why I saw you spend more than 3 shillings on new clothes after I asked you to lend me money and you said you had none to spare. I suggest you lend me some now, unless you want me to write up an official report about a 4th virtue breach, your beloved brother. Oh, are we playing Papers, Please again? Is this a passport? Citizen Mr. Nicholas Maker, birth year 1757, occupation record keeper of the Order Party. Okay, so they have a brand new political party. I guess they morphed the Brotherhood into like an actual political party to be in power. History of infraction and obedience. Ooh, so they really keep track of like all your deeds. So negative, labeled the protocol as being on Thursday even though it was Wednesday. Took a double-length lunch break in the office. Damn. Okay, they are very severe. Plus loyal service in low-ranking position to the Order Party plus 10 merit. Total merit plus 4. Okay, so I guess these are worth like 3 each then? Minus 3 each. I guess we'll have to determine like what each of these is worth. Maybe? No, okay. Let's just keep looking. So we have a lot of members of the party, and they all have the little armband, which, you know, always a good sign. It's David again. Poor bugger, I've never seen so much merit removed in the tribunal. Some mistakes are very costly. An Albion Frank banknote. Mr. David Goran, birth year 1752, occupation enforcer of the Order Party. You're moving up in the world, David. You started as just a coachman, now you're the enforcer of the Order Party. History of infraction and obedience, minus, had a secret compartment in his office locker. Minus, denied the existence of the secret compartment, but plus loyal service and low-ranking position to the Order Party, plus 10 merit, so these were only 1 each. Okay. Remember the 2nd virtue. Laziness? Not being lazy? Remember the 3rd virtue. What the hell is that supposed to mean? The man is not breathing, no apparent wounds. Oh, so they killed him, but how? Maybe they choked him, he ran out of air maybe? Prince of Dusk. Like night, I am dark and full of terror. The night is dark and full of terror, huh? I do not fear love, do not make that error. When you know my name, just look for my face. Okay, that's quite cryptic. That is music to my ears, Alistair, but do control your emotions. We, as arbiters of order, must never violate the 1st virtue. A bunch of Albion Frank banknotes. Dear Dr. Turner, I must regretfully inform you that during your absence from party business, your senior assistant Daniel has demonstrated extreme untidiness and thus breached one of the virtues, junior assistant Toby. Dr. James Turner, 1747, occupation arbiter of the Order Party. They all have like more negative than positive. Except Lazarus, I bet he has like done no wrong because he's probably like making all the decisions. History of infraction. Minus, drank a full bottle of brandy at a picnic. Is that bad? Minus, kept the book Legacy of the Rose Dynasty in his study. Plus, loyal service to the Order Party in high-ranking position. Plus 20 merit. And he's at 12, so 8 was lost. 4 each. Okay. Ooh, Fanger, Quinn, Walter Keane, Lothar Richards, Josh Bailey, Horace Webb, and Gideon Bell. Yeah, we remember Mr. Gideon. Gideon Bell. Birth year 1775. Charges negative. Wears an outrageous hairstyle. Broke down in tears 10 times during the questioning. He must have been out of tears. Has refused to start working. Evaluated as 5 instances of job skipping. Same. Rejected the High Arbiter's request that he share information of a secret entrance to the castle of his cousin, the Sovereign. Interesting. Fangor. Let's go with the names we know first. Walter Keane. Oh, interesting. His photo is not there. It's just his little drawing of hats. Culprit, Mr. Walter Keane, 1758. Flirted 3 times with different married women during the party convention. He's such a flirt. He has been known to steal some kisses. Wore ridiculous headgear at 5 public events. So they are quite severe even on the fashion. Claimed he had not betrayed High Arbiter Lazarus during his ritual of ascendance. Expelled from the Party of Order. Okay, so they didn't kill him, at least. Fanger Quinn. Oh boy. Fanger. Claimed he had no wife. Has a painting depicting a naked person. Okay, so I thought it's not him. Broke his wife's favorite teapot in anger. Okay, so they are severe against domestic violence. I guess that's good. Was observed spending a night with neighbor's wife. Ooh, what a scamp. Lothar Richards. Just a little strand of... what is that, grass? Charges. Held a dinner party a few years ago where he offered large amounts of wine to his guests. Isn't that what you're supposed to do? At a dinner party? Got angry during the questioning and shouted at the High Arbiter. Can't have that. Revealed the whereabouts of his hiding fugitive dissident daughter Mary and her husband Peter. Evaluated as 50 merit. Peter Bradley? Josh Bailey. Gin. 1755. Left his work at tannery early. Drank excessive amounts of gin at the Scrawny Cat. Drank excessive amounts of rum at the Old Oak. Approached a married woman with an indecent offer. Denied 4 times during questioning that he had done these acts. Horace Webb. Huh. Count Horace Webb. 1750. Has not held down a job since the new regime. Evaluated as 60 instances of non-work. Claims he works in his castle, helping his servants clean it. Possesses... why is that a bad thing? Is it because it's not true? Possesses 15 books kept in his private library. What, you can't even have books? Expressed willingness to donate his castle to the party. Damn. Okay, so that is worth 200 merit. That's pretty good. What are you insinuating, James? I would never breach the 4th virtue. You know damn well that I keep no secrets. Okay, so the 4th virtue is keep no secrets. A bunch of Albion franc banknotes. Dear Arbiter Cock, I am writing to inform you that our regiment's colonel was seen with another officer's wife in a potentially intimate situation. Scandalous. We implore you to send your agents to investigate this potential flouting of the 1st virtue. Okay, so I guess the 1st virtue is about like infidelity or like cheating on your wife. Alistair Cock, 1745, Arbiter of the Order Party. Slapped a sergeant in anger. Listened to marching music in his manner. Loyal service to the Order Party in high-ranking positions plus 20 merit. So 11 total. And then what about up there? Silence. You will perform your function as much as is required. It is paramount to ensure order in our new society. And we've got the... oh, where's my notes? About the symbols. He has it on... oh, he has it on potentially revive. We haven't gotten confirmation that revive works, but that was the symbol for it. Remember the second virtue. Store confiscated objects and evidence according to the virtue breached. Observe the 4 virtues to avoid losing merit. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 maxims of virtue. Okay, so we have a bottle with brown liquid labeled brandy. A bottle with some substance labeled opium. And an invoice. Blackbrook Farm, 3 pounds of butter, 25 pence, delivery 6 pence, total cost 29 pence. So the mistake here is that what they're charging not enough? That the person doesn't know how to count? Oh, we got a violin, just like the one that was played in the tavern. A picture of Gideon. Gideon, are you a vampire? Why are you like posing in front of a mansion with a bat in front of the moon? Portrait of Gideon Bell, painted by Jasmine Nightwings. That sounds like a vampire to me. In 1794. What the hell is that? Alright. In all truth, Lord High Arbiter, I would prefer storing no more than this. London Gazetteer. Since year 1792, when it gained a majority in Parliament and liberated our government from multi-party chaos... ah yes, we wouldn't want multiple parties, would we? It's better to have just one authoritarian party in power. The Order Party has worked hard to improve society. Despite the vast popular support for the party, His Majesty refuses to acknowledge the authority of the party's tribunal. Oh. So there is still like a king. High Arbiter Lazarus Hurst has announced that in 2 months the party and its supporters will participate in a peaceful march, oh I'm sure it's going to be very peaceful, to the king's current residence to demonstrate their virtue of moderation. Alright. I am honored to help the party upkeep the 4 virtues. I only hope sitting here all day does not count as sloth. There are worse jobs than this one, and thank God tobacco is not considered an indulgence. A bit boring though. Too bad literature is forbidden. Damn. Okay, so these must be the 4 virtue. Indulgence, sloth, I guess truth, moderation? I don't know. And then there's also a locked door here, which I can't open. I'm still missing one clue. Oh. Weekly Order Party of People's Tribunal number 42. 6 culprits are brought to the tribunal. At 12, tribunal is opened. 12:15, each culprit's charges are evaluated and merit changes are calculated. First culprit's merit exaction starts. Second culprit, third culprit. Okay. So what are we trying to do here? Drag symbols from here for inputs. Plus, minus. Have passed since Order Party has seized power during a... what, years? Yeah, I guess years. During a tribunal, someone is judged to have the largest deduction in all tribunal history. To execute his punishment was used on him and he lost... I guess the idol was used on him. And he lost... and died. And then we have to calculate the merit of all these characters. This is going to be interesting. I'm definitely going to need to be taking some notes for this. Notes about the dates and then the infractions. So let's go through everything one more time and I'll be taking some notes. Decided not to push any fashion charges. So fashion is a potential charge. I hear the process is not painful. Okay, so he must have killed him with the idol by just like taking away his life. Thankfully it's not painful, I guess that's good. Why is your head so much bigger than all the other heads? Are you wearing like a mask? This tribunal is a farce. They spread lies that my pure love is merely lust. Okay, so these guys... oh, I see. So this is the tribunal being enforced by David and Nicholas, and these are the next ones who are going to go in front of the tribunal. So they've all committed crimes and they're about to be judged. I see. Something about art, and then something about lust. So drinking is also a bad thing. If it were not against the first virtue, I would feel very happy. So we'll take notes of what is potentially against the virtues, and first virtue, can't feel too happy. I guess that counts as excess. Said you had none to spare. Lend me some now, unless you want me to write up an official report about a fourth virtue breach. So fourth virtue is either about lying, because he said he had no money even though he had some, or it could be about not being generous, like keeping everything for yourself. Label the protocol as being on Thursday even though it was Wednesday. So this is just like a mistake. I think maybe we should come back to these later once we know what they actually were. Here, okay, so he lost 6, but I don't know if this is like 3 and then this is 3, or if this is word 4, this is word 2, you know? So I don't want to take guesses, but we can note down what counts as an infraction. So making a mistake, maybe they consider it's almost like he lied even though he just made a mistake. But they care about truth. That's the main thing here, is like, it's the truth. They really care about truth, so they say. Took a double-length lunch break, so I guess that's excess again. So this guy here that died had the most merit removed ever. Secret compartment, so can't keep secrets. And then he also lied about it. Now, what is this poem here? Is it because literature is forbidden? Or is there like a secret meaning? Prince like and I do when just. I feel like maybe there's like a secret meaning here, but I'm trying to read like only the first. Like I'm trying to read just the first word, or only the second word, or the fourth word, but I can't see any hidden meaning. When you know my name, just look for my face. And then their symbol, like the symbol of their order is like every kind of symbol mashed together. So the sun, the eye, the heart, and the wings. Okay. This is music to my ear, but do control your emotions. You must never violate the first virtue. You can't feel too happy. I would never breach the fourth virtue. You know damn well I keep no secrets. So fourth virtue, keeping secrets, lying. I really think the fourth one is about telling the truth, lying, keeping secrets. So his crimes was showing anger, being violent, and then listening to music. Send your agents to investigate this potential plotting of the first virtue. I guess it would be feeling too much lust, because the first virtue seems to be about like showing too much emotion. So is having too much lust, does that count? So is this newspaper from today? If this is today's date, then that means they've been in power for 3 years. In order to help the party upkeep the 4 virtues, I only hope sitting here all day does not count as sloth. So sloth is one of the virtues. And also indulgence in literature is also forbidden. So the first virtue, having brandy, drinking alcohol, because I guess it's excess. But the fourth virtue is supposed to be about lying and keeping secrets. But then these are just confiscated books. It's just literature. How does that go against the fourth virtue? And then the third one is just like what? Art? And the second one is just like a mistake. It's just an error. So second rule is don't be dumb. We don't actually have like a ton of clues. Remember the second virtue. Laziness? I guess it's sloth. And then the third virtue is like not dressing. Something about fashion or like art. The third virtue is vulgar. Vulgar will be punished. The fourth virtue is... Let's try and solve these first. So first virtue, can't feel too happy, feeling too much lust. So first virtue is moderation, I guess. excessive lust, excessive emotions, and then excessive indulgence will be punished. I think that kind of makes sense. The first virtue is moderation. So excessive lust, excessive emotions, excessive indulgence will be punished. Then the second virtue is about laziness and making mistakes. So I think it's diligence. At work, so probably mistakes will be punished. Probably untidiness. And then probably sloth. I mean, there's no other term for laziness, so I think it is sloth. The third virtue, it's about art and fashion, so I think it's beauty, vulgar art, vulgar music, and vulgar fashion. This is probably it. So the fourth virtue would be truth then, because lying, keeping secrets, so secrets, and then lies, and literature. I feel like literature would go in here, right? Vulgar art, vulgar music, vulgar, but then literature clearly goes in one of these. So the third virtue, bad art, it has music there. So art, music, fashion, because we know Gideon was punished for his bad fashion. This must be bad art, and then bad music. So yeah, I think I'm good with these. And then part 2, this is a mistake. So he wasn't diligent enough at work. So mistakes, untidiness, and sloth, that checks out. The first virtue has just alcohol and an opium, so excessive lust, emotions, indulgence. But then part 4, yeah, it has literature in it. So I guess all literature is punished, right? All secrets, all lies, and all literature? Ooh, nice. All right, we got it. First try. All right. Okay, so now we need to figure out how much each is worth. So if I am to believe the newspaper, actually, wait, there was another... Someone had a letter with the... Yeah, this here. March 14, 1740. Okay, so it's the day after the newspaper. So it has been 3 years. So 3 years have passed since Order Party has seized power. During a tribunal, someone died. We don't know their identity yet. Judge will have the largest merit deduction in all tribunal history to execute his punishment. Idol was used on him and he lost years? Maybe it takes away your years and then you just... Or his souls? He lost 1 soul. 1 souls and died. Oh, his bones? Could it be he lost his bones? Ugh. Because he does seem kind of limp. Maybe he lost his bones. That would be really creepy. Ugh. Like the idol just takes away your bones? That'd be pretty gross. So we need to figure out how much each of these is worth. So let's go back to look at the people we know already. So this guy. So he lost 6. So either these are worth 3 each or one of them is worth 2, the other one 4. So this is a diligence mistake, meaning it's either worth 1, 2, or... Oh man. Well, it's easy. I need to find one where both mistakes are the same, and then I can divide by 2. Okay, so here he made a mistake, so that's the second virtue mistake, and then this is the first virtue. He took too long. That's excess. Or is it sloth? It could be seen either as indulgence or as sloth, so I'm not sure. Could be these are both worth 3. I'll come back to this one. Had a secret compartment. So that's a secret, and then he denied, so he lied. Okay, this is good because they're both the same thing. He lied and he had a secret, which are both a 4th virtue offense. And he only lost 2 points, so they're worth 1 each. So for this, you lose 1 merit. That's not too bad. I thought secrets would be punished more severely. Let's see the others. Drank a full bottle of brandy at a picnic, so that's the 1st virtue, and then kept the book Legacy of the Rose Dynasty in his study, which is the 3rd virtue. And that's 8. So I'm not sure. Let's see with this one. Slapped a surgeon in anger, that's the 1st. And then this is also music, that's also the 3rd, so damn. And very conveniently, this guy doesn't have his little booklet, because I'm sure he's perfect, he's without fault, right? And these kids don't have them either. Let's say these are both the 2nd virtue. Taking a double length lunge, that's more sloth than indulgence, right? Is it? Well, it's either 2 or 3. So let's cross-check with the others. He lost 8 from drinking a full bottle. He lost 8 for having literature, so that's the 3rd virtue, and then drinking a bottle. So this means this is either 5 or 6. Okay, well, if having the bottle is worth either 2 or 3, that means keeping a book is either 5 or 6. So that's a lot. Not the surgeon, that's either 2 or 3. This guy lost 9. He lost 9. Okay, this is good. This tells us that these are not the same. These are not the same number. They're not even numbers because he lost 9. So it must be 4 and 5, or 3. Oh God, I'm doing maths. He listened to music, which is either 5 or 6, then slapped the surgeon in anger, which is either 2 or 3. So he would have lost 9 in total. Let's see if that checks out. So this guy... but no, because this guy would also have lost 9. But he only lost 8. How does that work? Wait. How is this possible? They've both committed the same offenses. That's the 1st virtue. And then that's the 3rd virtue. And then... that's the 1st virtue, and that's the 3rd virtue. And they both have plus 20, so how come... I can't reconcile the fact that these two guys seem to have broken the same virtues, but they don't have the same number of merit. Kept the book Legacy of the Rose Dynasty in his study. Unless these are like to throw you off, like it sounds like it's literature, but it's actually like because he kept a secret. Took a double-length lunch break. Indulgence? I feel like it's indulgence, but maybe it's more... well, because it's at work. In the office, yeah, it's at work, so this must also be the 2nd virtue then. Which means this would be you lose 3, right? You lose 3. I think that's correct. Then... well, there's clearly like a contradiction here somewhere, so... a full bottle of brandy at picnic, that has to be 1st virtue. There's nothing else it can be, right? It has to be 1st virtue. So, he lost 8, and one of these is 1st virtue. Now, kept the book Legacy of the Rose Dynasty in his study. That could be either literature, or it could be that he kept a secret, right? So it's either 3rd or 4th virtue. Now, if it's the 4th, this would be worth 1 point, and this would be worth 7 points? That would be a lot. But let's say it's maybe 7 points. And let's see if we can reconcile that. Okay, so with this guy, slapped a surgeon in anger. That has to be the first one. That's all it can be also, right? It's emotion. So this has to be 1. And then listen to marching music in his manner. And he lost 9. That would be 2 for beauty. So third value could be worth 2. And then the first one is 7. And that's how he lost 9. And then that would work if this guy 7 for this. And then 1 for the secret. Oh, that's probably what it is. So first virtue would be 7. Which is a lot. And then third virtue 2. And then for second it's 3, right? Yes, okay. Thank God. I said, wow, you lose so much for moderation. 7. Okay. From this we can calculate these guys. But see, sometimes it's a little confusing which one they are, because like the one that said he kept the book, you would think it's literature. Oh no, I'm fucking stupid as usual. Literature is in the 4th row, it's not in the 3rd row. Literature does not count as beauty. Beauty is only art, music, or fashion. Okay, that was me. Once again, I made things harder on myself. Sometimes my brain just convinces itself of something and then I roll with it and I'm wrong. Literature was always the 4th virtue along with the secret. So really, it shouldn't have been this confusing. That was my fault. Anyways. Literature is 4th virtue. I'm gonna write these down just to be sure. And 4th virtue is secrets, lies, and literature for some reason. Even though what's in literature can be truth. Like you could write some true facts, but I guess they're too scared of people actually reading and learning things, so they'd rather just ban books altogether. We've never seen that before. Alright, so let's go through these guys now. Starting with Fangor Quinn. Let's tally your things. Claimed he had no wife, but I guess he did. So that's a lie, that's 1. Has a painting depicting a naked person in his house, so I guess that's 2. Broke his wife's favorite teapot in anger, that's 7. And then was observed spending a night with the neighbor's wife, that's lust, that's another 7. So he would lose 17 in total. That's for Fangor. Now Walter. So do they count per infraction? I guess so, right? Flirted 3 times with different married women during the party convention. Walter, you're such a horn dog. If that's 7 each, that's really gonna cost you. Then wore ridiculous headgear at 5 public events. That's gonna be bad fashion 5 times. Claimed he had not betrayed High Arbiter Lazarus during his ritual of ascendance, so that's a lie. Only 1, lucky you. And so he was expelled. So 21, 31, 32 in total. Let's see if I'm correct. So Fangor Quinn 17 minus 17, and Walter Keane is minus 32. And let's hope I'm correct. If not, it means they count it as 1 instance, but the fact that they specify how many times you did it, I assume you have to count it. Yes, indeed you do. Alright. Next. Lothar Richards held a dinner party a few years ago where he offered large amounts of wine to his guests. So that would be indulgence. That's 7. Got angry during the questioning and shouted at the Arbiter. That's another 7. But he revealed the whereabouts of his hiding fugitive, which is plus 15. So he lost 14, but then he gained 15, so he's at plus 1. I guess good for you. Plus 0-1. That must be what it is. Josh Bailey left his work early, so he wasn't being diligent. That's 3. Drank excessive amount of gin. That's 7. Drink excessive again. That's another 7. Approached a married woman with an indecent offer. That's again 7. Denied 4 times during questioning that he had done these acts. So that's 4 times a lie. So -4. So in total, again, 21, 25, 28. So -28. Nice. All right. It's easy now that we have the actual numbers. So then Horace has not held down a job since the new regime. 60 instances of non-work. Okay, that's gonna cost you, man. So that's -3 times 60, so -180. Yikes. Big yikes. But then he did give the castle. Claims he works at his castle helping his servants clean. I guess that's a lie. So that's -1. And then possesses 15 books kept in his private library. So that's 1 for each. So -15. So he's at -196. But he did give the castle, which gave him 200. So he's at +4. Yeah, he's at +4. Good thing he has that castle, huh? And then Gideon wears an outrageous hairstyle. That's a 2. Wrote down in tears 10 times during the questioning. I guess they counted as 10 times too much emotion. So -70. Refused to start working 5 instances. So that's -15. And then rejected the Harbiter's request that he share information of a secret entrance. Does that count as a secret? I guess he's holding a secret, so he's not admitting to it, so that would be 1. I'm not sure if this last one actually counts. I mean, they count it as a charge, so I guess it does. So he's at -88. Let me be right. Nice! No mistakes so far. Flawless run. Hell yeah. Alright, so 3 years have passed since Order Party has seized power during a tribunal. Oh, we have to know who is this person? How would we know? Prince of Dusk. Like night, I am dark and full of terror. I do not fear love. Do not make that error. When you know my name, just look for my face. I've never seen so much merit removed in the tribunal. Some mistakes are very costly. How am I supposed to know how much he lost? I felt it in my bones that I should have drunk less. He said I've never seen so many mistakes. Are you saying that's Gideon? Could this be... I mean, it doesn't look like him at all, but... the one with the most negative is Gideon. I mean, if it wasn't for the castle that the other guy gave Horace, he would be at -196, right? So maybe it's him. Expressed willingness to donate his castle to the party, plus 200 merit, but did it stick? Did they accept his offer? Because, like, could that really be Gideon? It doesn't look like him at all. He's got like the blue jacket with the little white shirt. I guess it's Gideon. He's judged with the largest merit deduction in all tribunal history. To execute his punishment, idol was used on him and he lost. Well, if it's Gideon, I don't think they took away his bones. I think maybe he looks much older. Maybe the idol like sucked out his life force and like he lost years. Maybe like it aged him and then he just died from old age. But like, how would you know how many years he lost? There's not really any clues about that. He lost... I feel like he lost years, but... Oh, wait! We know his date of birth. Is it like his age? He lost as many years as he had, but then wouldn't he revert to like a baby? Because he looks older, but I guess maybe it sucked out years worth of life? That's the only clue I can think of, is like, we know his age. He was born in 1775, and we're currently in 1795. So he's 20 years old, so he lost 20 years and died? That's my only guess. Ah, shit. It was almost a perfect run. He lost 20... Like, I'm not really getting any clues from the idol itself. It's just giving me the setting, which was something to do about revive or like life force, time. But he does like look really old. Maybe it's not that. Maybe it's not years. Maybe he lost 20 bones. 20 souls? Each culprit's charges are evaluated and merit changes are calculated. First culprit's merit exaction. What is exaction? What does that mean? Exaction. Let me look that up. Demand? I'm not sure I understand what exaction means. I mean, I have to assume this is Gideon, right? Because like the only hint we have to his identity is this is the person with the most demerit. And it's clearly him, unless it's Horus, but Horus gave his castle, so... Plus, it can be him because, well, it says here, this is correct, so... It has to be Gideon with 88, but then how am I supposed to know what they did to him? Like, the only clue is they took away as much, like, his age? That's why they gave us their year of birth in the books, right? 1775. Did they go one more year than his life so he would die like 21? No. But it says 2 or fewer slots are incorrect, so like... I'm confident about this. Has to be him. Has to be this. Has to be the idol. So either this is incorrect or this... No, it has to be the number of years. Because he definitely looks way older, so the punishment has to be years. Merit exaction starts. Merit exaction? What does exaction mean? I'm looking at example sentences, but it's not really helping me understand. Oh, it's like claiming... It's almost like claiming what you owe? Oh, maybe it's... Oh, maybe they take as many years as you have the merit. Like the exaction is I was gonna say they add, but no, they take away as many years as you have the merit, right? So with him, that would be 88. Oh, shit. Wow, well, no wonder that fucking killed him. The Order Party has seized power and now enforces the 4 maxims of virtue. The young Duke Gideon Bell was judged during the tribunal to have lost 88 merits. The High Arbiter of the party, Lazarus Hurst, used the idol to decrease Gideon's youth. Decrease his youth. Oh. By 88 years, thus making him 108, which resulted in his death. So, because the symbol on the idol says take away, decrease. But what he decreased was his youth? Which thus made him older? That's kind of like a weird loophole. They are they are fucking merciless. Alright, well. Uh-oh. Looks like they're not gonna take this shit lying down. Alright, so... That was pretty tricky. That was part 10, now we're on part 11. The slight delay in the peaceful march to the king's castle. Uh-oh. They're having this little peaceful march, huh? Ooh. Okay, I can already tell this is gonna be something. Oh wow, we can go back to the previous cases. Oh shit. Interesting. So we're gonna need to be referencing every previous case for this one. Ooh. Okay, it's mostly events. It's only events. Okay, let's start. That's a very interesting vehicle. Belchester Castle, Blackfield Manor, Lover's Islet, Bellwood Crossroads, Party Camp, Cloudsley Cabin, Little Mermaid Inn. These are almost all places we've seen in the previous cases. Little bust of Lazarus Hearst. Some poison, some bags. Oh, these are all items from previous cases. Lazarus! You took 32 things from me. I demand you return them. If you refuse, I will make the story of your true origins known to the other party leaders. At 11:30 on May 15, meet me at the place the idol was stolen from, our Brotherhood. Meet me at the place the idol was stolen from, our Brotherhood, and poor Willard Wright met his death. Oh, I love how they're tying it back to all the previous cases. Come alone and bring proof, something personal of yours to give to the veiled woman. Tie your reply to the pigeon and release it from the cage it will find me. Oh. Walter Keane. Ambitious and inventive, but treacherous as many smart people are. James Turner. Greedy and hedonistic, requires constant material motivation to cooperate. Oh, he's got like a little book that tells him how to manipulate all the members of his order. And this is Edmund Cloudsley's book. Alistair Cock. Pompous and vain, but being a military man is ready to... Oh! Wait. I think I get it. I think I know who Lazarus Hearst is. He's got Edmund Cloudsley's book. And he understands how the idol works. Could it be Lazarus Hearst is just Edmund that made himself younger? That's why he was working closely with David, because David was already his coachman. And also with the attorney, who also knew him. He used the idol to make himself younger. That has to be what it is. That has to be what it is. The story of your true origins, yeah. Alistair Cock. Pompous and vain, but being a military man is ready to obey and ready to kill. Nicholas Maker. Cowardly but dutiful, useful up to a limit. Deji. David Goran. Since his success at the Mermaid Inn has proven to be a resourceful and discreet professional, just like you were told that he was gonna be. Yes, Comrade Lazarus has not yet returned for several hours. Comrades Alistair and James have gone to find him. If they do not return, we will organize more search parties to find the lost. Old washerwoman. This regime has to fall. It has taken everything from me. The watch is ticking and shows 12:15. A Navaja blade. May 15, Capital Route morning report. At 8, a newfangled insurrectionist carriage passes by. At 8:30, an individual in the insurrectionist uniform passes by on the new two-wheel contraption. And at 10:15, 2 individuals in insurrectionist uniforms pass on horses. Okay. There's this guy. Why are you not working, you worthless piece of garbage? I am doing the same thing I saw Lazarus do during the merit execution. Oh, it's all like mangled. This might be a fake. Either it's a fake or like it's broken. Might just be a fake. Oh, he's trying to use it on the apple. Ooh. Uh-oh. A man in a helmet with numerous cuts on his body, not breathing. One of these might be Lazarus. Capital, Belchester Castle, Blackfields, Crow Towers, Woodshires, and the port. Whole bunch of stuff happened here, huh? Oh boy. This is the wood cabin. This is the forest cabin with the scarecrow and like the door that broke when they... It's this place. Right? Yeah, you can see the thing on the wall too. Oh, it's fun. Oh, this is fun. You get to revisit the places. So it all happened like in a pretty small area. There he is. A bullet lodged in the wall. A scarecrow with a hole through its head. A white pigeon. I admit I may have treated you unjustly after our long cooperation. I will come alone in peace so we can discuss your compensation. Oh, dude, it would be so amazing if it looped back all the way to the tutorial where the guy pushed him off the cliff, but it's not one of the cases, so I'm not sure. Damn you, you cunning devil. Oh! An empty pistol and a loaded pistol. You will find me in the place where we two first met. There we can talk. Ooh. Oh, this is fun. We're really like piecing it all together. A newly invented transportation device, some kind of like bicycle. Oh, it's the... Wait, is this the same guy from this scenario here that had the thing on his back? No, this guy is like has orange hair. He has one hand and one eye. But this guy has one hand, two eyes. I mean, could be the same guy, just much later. Oh, I recognize that voice. It is you. Isn't it poetic that you have fallen for the same trap as you did all those years ago? Strawmen are your bane. It could be the same guy. He's just like went up in the ranks, but does the Brotherhood still exist? Like, I assumed it had been disbanded or fused with this new like political party. Or it could just be, let's see, two that's Dark Beast Steward. Proud Beast Steward, it's this guy. Oh yeah, he's talking to Lazarus. So it's either this guy who somehow his hair turned gray and he got a new tattoo added, or it's this guy here, the Proud Beast Steward. Interesting. I recognize that voice. You have fallen for the same trap as you did all those years ago. And then the bullet hole. Damn, a whole bunch of stuff happened here. Something here. Oh, we're back in this house. Bunch of dead people. A pile of mangled and burned corpses. An empty cannon. Okay, they're still there. Good to see they're doing well. Peter Bradley and oh, he did end up with that girl after all. He did marry her. Holy shit. That's so funny. Is the horse with that damn seal. Huh. I have some small but pressing business to attend to at the property of our late brother Sebastian, the previous Proud Beast Steward. I will be back at the camp for our 10 o'clock strategy meeting as planned, Lazarus. Worry not and continue the feast, wife. Nothing can stand in my way. I will kill our enemies wherever we go. A horse race betting slip. Did you finally win a race? An almost empty whiskey flask. Dear husband, you are so brave, and you have been drinking since early this morning. But what will we do now? What if the evil government men find us? A harp. For you, I would fight a tiger and win. Peter Badley, 1788. Mary, my uncle Edmund Cloudsley died in some robbery, and I am rich. Now your father will see me for the man that I am. Let's marry. How romantic. Yeah, right. Someone claimed that Edmund had died, right? In this case here. I discovered the enemy's dead body, slain by the trap of his own making, but no trace of the relic. Did you really though? Walter Keane could have lied. Walter Keane. Oh, that's definitely what it is. See, because this same Walter Keane who said he found Edmund's body here says, I bested my pursuers with the help of Lazarus Hearst, a young, resourceful gentleman I met in a remote manor one dark winter's night. That's totally fucking Edmund, dude. Lazarus is Edmund, just younger. Maybe? I mean, he is a lot more tan. I don't know. Am I imagining things? I feel like it's possible. I feel it's definitely possible. That's my theory for now. Become the pure flower that I know you can be for me, Edmund Cloudsley. Dear Mary, I know where your unworthy mate is hiding you. Soon I will free you from his dirty paws and ship him to colonies, while you and I will put on a pedestal of sweetest praise and you will become my ideal wife. Yeah, because Edmund was into her also. And Peter only moved in because he died. So maybe Lazarus still wants to be with her. It's still the same tavern. Nonsense, I am not an idiot, but real men like us could beat those order party ninnies even without any weapons. A hand of cards, 2 Albion francs, and a small sword. But I heard rumors you lost a cannon while gambling. A hand of cards, 3 Albion francs, stiletto blade. Do you think they will try to kidnap the king? Me and my employer are getting out of this blasted country. So it all happened in one country. A simple small key. She has Edmund's handkerchief for some reason. A dagger. A hand of cards. I've instructed him to arrive at around 11:30. Most likely he will be in order party uniform. If he comes alone without any backup outside, approach him. If he gives you something that belonged to the one who escaped your tonic... You may proffer him the instruction slip I gave you. Conceal your face, he may recognize you. If he gives you something that belonged to the one who escaped your tonic, Edmund! She was trying to poison him, but then Rose died instead. Yeah. That's what he gave her. He gave her the handkerchief. All those order rats sneaking around here, this is no good. I hope they will just blackmail me and bugger off. A large kitchen knife. He's got his keys. And then a boat. Alright, so that's all we have. Well. This is a very complex case. Early in the morning, someone killed someone at the... Before noon, someone killed someone at the... And then you have there... Okay, a lot of people being killed. Went to the... to... Because wanted to... Oh, man. Well, then maybe this is actually the idol. Because I was expecting maybe we would find a bunch of copies, but this does seem to be the right one, and like... It's damaged. Maybe it melted. Maybe someone used it wrong, or like they used it too much. Okay, well, we do have a map here. So I'm going to note this down, because I think we're going to need these locations. Alright, so we have to establish a timeline of what happened. Lazarus Hearst. He's got the poison. He's got the 2 bags. Are these like 2 bags of... The 2 bags of jewels from the very first case? Alright, so Lazarus, you took 32 things from me. Years? If you refuse, I will make the story of your true origins known to the other party leaders. So this could possibly be coming from one of the party leaders? At the place, the idol was stolen from our Brotherhood and poor Willard Wright met his death. So the tavern. Meet me at the tavern. Give proof to veiled women. Yeah. Okay, so at 11:30 on May 15, which has to be today. Comrade Lazarus has not yet returned for several hours. Alistair and James have gone to find him. So Nicholas Maker is still at camp. So I guess Nicholas Maker hasn't really moved from here. This regime has to fall. Right now it's 12:15. So at 8:30, an individual in the Order uniform passed by on the bicycle. And then at 10:15, two people in Order uniforms passed on horses. So this guy, that's Alistair Cock. Alright, so Nicholas Maker says that Alistair and James have gone to find him. Alistair is here with the idol. He's got his uniform, he's got the horse, and he has the idol. And he's trying to use it to revive the apple. Then someone died here at the crossroads. Damn you, you cunning devil. This guy isn't dead yet, but I guess he's dying. I guess he got shot in the back. You will find me in the place where we two first met. There we can talk. And then the proud beast. I recognize that voice. It is you. Isn't it poetic that you have fallen for the same trap as you did all those years ago? Straw men are your bane. Who fell for the straw man? David? When they brought the scarecrow in the coffin, it was to fuck with David Goran, right? So this could be David. Then who is this guy? If truly this is the Proud Beast steward, the only thing we know about him is that he's the one that inducted Lazarus. But then he also, I mean, he was part of the Brotherhood. He would have also heard the voices of a lot of other characters that were also in the Brotherhood. And then here is the bike also. And then inside is the scarecrow. And then I guess this guy got shot through, like the shot went right through him, then through the window and through the wall even. And the pigeon is in the cabin. And the bag. I admit I may have treated you unjustly after our long cooperation. I will come alone in peace so we can discuss your compensation. The person who sent the pigeon? Well, who has had long cooperation? Lazarus / Edmund and David Goran, right? So I feel like this might be David Goran here. Oh, those hands look a little too pale. Should I be looking at the skin color on the hands? I don't know. Then a bunch of people are dead here. All there is at Blackfield Manor is a bunch of dead, burned corpses, the cannon, which is empty. Whose manor was this? This was the manor of Sebastian Cloudsley, but he's dead. And then this kind of carriage is also there. A carriage of the Order. But it seems destroyed. I think it's destroyed. It looks in really bad shape. At Lover's Inlet, there's another horse. And what's the name of this woman again? Mary Richards. So she would now be Mary Badley. You've been drinking since early this morning. Alright, so Peter has been drinking there since the morning. My uncle Edmund Cloudsey died in some robbery, and I am rich. Now your father will see me for the man that I am. Let's marry. In 1788. It's so weird that they were both courting the same woman in the same year. I know where your unworthy mate is hiding you. Soon I will free you from his dirty paws and ship him to colonies, while you and I will put on a pedestal of sweetest praise and you will become my ideal wife. 1795! This is now, right? March 15. Wait, no, it's May 15 right now. Right? May 15. 1795, yeah, so Edmund is totally Lazarus, because if he was... Because she got a letter from him, dated of this year, even though he's supposed to have been dead for years at this point. So, I mean, it could be a fake letter, but it's probably not. She got a letter dated March from Edmund. And I guess she wanted that, because she's been hiding this letter from him. And then they have the horse. We'll kill our enemies. Almost empty wine flask. Oh, he has the same seal that... Who had that seal? It was... Is the seal that this guy had? The general. No, the doctor. This is James Turner. I have some small but pressing business to attend to at the property of our late brother Sebastian, the previous proud beast Oh. So Sebastian was the proud beast steward. I will be back at camp for our 10 o'clock strategy meeting as planned. This was a letter to James, because this is James's horse. There's a lot going on here. This is quite a puzzle. We have to piece all these events together, but it's going to be so satisfying when we do. Alright, so I think Peter just never moved from this one spot. And this horse running is just the horse from... It's probably... This is probably James then. Right here. And then this woman is... Ada Baker. And it says, I have instructed him to arrive at around 11:30. Alright, so the other mention of 11:30 was the letter to Lazarus saying, meet me at the tavern. You took 32 things from me. 32 things. So this has to be someone... wait. 32 things? How long has this guy been working for him? What if it's... what if it's Brian Walker? And when he says you took 32 things, he means 32 years. Because he was working for him for 32 years. Because this guy has to know... The person who gave this letter to Ada had to know her. And had to know about how... he escaped. But no. No, it can't be... No. It can't be that. Walter Knott? Excuse me? Who is Walter Knott? His thing says Ada Baker is staying here for 2 nights and the other room is Walter Knott. But who the hell is Walter Knott? I mean, it's not a name that I can... I guess it doesn't matter. But it could be an alias. Walter Knott. Walter Keane? Well, that's it. That's all the information we have. So, I mean, I have a lot of information here, but... So right now it's 12:15. Alright, so before noon, Alistair and James went out to try and find Lazarus first, and it said they found the golden idol at the crossroads. On the way back, they started to fight over it. That must be what it is. Okay, so before noon, Alistair, Cock, and James Turner went out to try and find Lazarus Hurst. Instead, they found the golden idol. The golden ideal at the... Now, where did they find it? They definitely start to fight over it. Well, it must be here at the crossroads, because this must be the dead... This must be dead James. And then his horse just like went over this way all the way to... It must be at the crossroads, right? Ah, shit. But I almost have it. It was only 2 or fewer. Alright, right now it's 12:15. In the afternoon, went to the 2 because I tried to... Oh man, to get back his... Also, I'm sorry if you can't see all of these. I could try and move to the other side. There's a little less to hide on the other side. Flip? That looks weird. Alright. So, I'm gonna place myself here so that I'm not hiding the these things in the bottom left there. I guess I'll switch between both. Alright, so... At 8, an insurrectionist carriage passes by the old woman. A carriage. Then at 8:30, an individual in order uniform passes by on bicycle. And then at 10:15, 2 people in order uniforms passed on horses, James and Alistair. Right now it's 12:15. Now, there's a letter from someone given to Lazarus saying you took 32 things from me and asking to meet at 11:30 at the tavern, because it said at the place where Willard Wright died. So asking Lazarus to meet where Willard Wright died, which means Lazarus had to know he died there. Give proof to Veiled Woman, the handkerchief, and give the reply to the pigeon, it will find me. Now, at Cloudsley Cabin, a man in uniform is dying, being shot next to a bike. He has a note saying they would meet where they first met. Now, at the cabin could be where a bunch of people first met, but we know that's where David and Edmund first met Walter Keane. Proudby Stewart lies in the bushes, gun in hand, recognizes the voice of the dying man saying, "Straw men are your bane." Now, hang on. So this is Walter Keane. None of these 2 men have the ring, so neither of them could be this man here. Who is this? I recognize that voice. You've fallen for the same trap as you did all those years ago. Strawmen are your bane. He's talking like he was here that night in the cabin, but like he's really old. He's not either of these men. He's not Edmund. Edmund is Lazarus, of that I'm sure. So he's either Walter Keane. Could Walter Keane be the Proud Beast? No, because... Wait, no, I'm fucking stupid. The guy in the bushes is not... Oh, I'm so stupid! The guy in the bushes is not the Proud Beast, is Dark Hand. There's literally a fucking hand there. Is Dark Hand Steward. I don't know why I said Proud Beast. Dark Hand Steward. And Dark Hand Steward here I think we established was Walter Keane, right? Because signal to Darkhand Steward with a tankard, which cup had no poison. David Gorand. Yeah, this is Walter Keane. So, this is Walter Keane. He looks way older, which means he must have had the idol used on him. Because in this here, yeah. Walter Keane. What was his sentence? 32. Oh, that's it. What it is? 32. You took 32 things from me. So the letter that he got was from this guy. You took 32 things from me. 32 years. So the letter is from Walter Keane to Lazarus. And he said, this is where we first met. Yeah, it's in this cabin. And he recognizes the voice because this must be then Lazarus. Yeah. Alright, so Lazarus. Wait, hang on. Before noon, Walter Keane killed Lazarus. I mean, he's not dead technically. So I guess I shouldn't say he killed him. How many dead bodies do we even have here? This guy's not really dead. They talk about 3 deaths. But there's only one guy dead here, and then one guy dead here. That's not 3 deaths. We're missing one body, because it says 3 deaths. The letter that Lazarus got said to meet him at the tavern at 11:30. But he passed by... Let's say it's him on the bicycle. Would he have been in the bicycle? No. Maybe he was in the carriage. I think he was in the carriage. No, wait. The old woman says someone passed by first in a carriage. Insurrectionist carriage. And then 30 minutes later, someone passed by on the bicycle. And James carried a letter from Lazarus saying, I have business to attend to at Blackfield Manor. I will be back at camp at 10 o'clock. But then he never came back. And the carriage is here. So he came here, I guess early in the morning. He went to the manor to... Let's see. I think Lazarus Hearst went to the manor, I guess, to kill, kidnap, find, fight, blackmail. Get back his... This has to be to get back his lost years. Went to the cabin because I tried to get back. This has to be his lost years. Yeah, he tried to blackmail him because he says, if you don't help me, I will tell them who you are. So I tried to blackmail him. Because Walter Keane, I tried to blackmail. I mean, here you can probably say either Lazarus Hearst or Cloudsley and it would work. I mean, Lazarus Hearst went to the cabin to find... I mean, he probably went there to kill him. Like, to be honest. Went to the cabin to kill Walter Keane, because Walter Keane had tried to blackmail Lazarus Hearst to get back his lost years. Right? Right? Ah, shit. Edmund Cloudsley? Like, is it that I need to put his real name? But no, because... Yeah, Edmund Cloudsley is not even an option here. So never mind. But I'm almost there. It's only 2 or fewer slots. In the afternoon, Lazarus Hearst went to the cabin But no, maybe he didn't think. I feel like this is correct. Okay, well, I'm pretty confident to say that Walter Keane killed Lazarus Hurst at the cabin in the afternoon, right? I mean, he's not technically dead, but he's dying. Ah, they're not gonna give me the confirmation. Before noon, I think Alistair... I really feel like it's at the crossroads. Alistair Cock killed James Turner at the crossroads. Walter Keane killed Lazarus Hurst at the cabin. Early in the morning. Who else died? I mean, there's a bunch of mangled bodies here, but... Right? Lazarus came here and then like he killed them with his cannon? Who did he kill? David Goran? That's like the only person that's left. Peter Badley's safe and sound. Nicholas Maker is fine. Mary's fine. Like who did he kill? Early in the morning. Well, it has to be at the manor, right? Wait. So Lazarus got the letter from Walter Keane saying you took things from me. Meet me at the tavern. Maybe he didn't go himself. No, he had to go himself. He had the handkerchief and stuff. I may have treated you unjustly after our long cooperation. I will come alone in peace so we can discuss your compensation. I mean, the longest cooperation is between David Goran and Edmund Cloudsley / Lazarus. But also David Goran and Walter Keane. Like, they did cooperate a long time. This then, maybe this isn't Lazarus, maybe this is David Goran. Because he recognized his voice, he said, "You've fallen for the same trap as you did all those years ago." Strawmen are your bane. Then this might be David Goran. Because he's the one that had been tricked by the... Where we two first met. There we can talk. David Goran. Maybe he sent him to do his dirty work. Went to the cabin to kill Walter Keane because Walter Keane had tried to blackmail Lazarus. Right? Ah, that's what it is. Yeah, he didn't go himself, he sent David instead, and that's why he recognized the voice, and he said the thing about the scarecrow. It's like, oh, just like before. So then, in the afternoon, Walter Keane killed David Goran, but then who killed Lazarus? Maybe no one. Maybe Lazarus is still out there. Alistair Cock and James Turner. They found the golden idol at the... Oh, maybe the idol is burned because it was at the... At the manor? Yeah, it's burned because it's at the manor, and then Alistair killed James Turner at the crossroads, and that's the dead body that's right there. But then early in the morning, that's the one I'm not sure about. I guess Lazarus went to the manor to... Oh, wait, I get it. It's, he went to the manor to kidnap Mary because he wanted to marry the perfect wife, the ideal wife, is that it? But then what happened at the manor? Oh, wait. I get it. I was like, how does Peter Batley play into this? He must have been living here. And he had the cannon. Peter had the cannon, and he lived in here with the wife. And then when Lazarus came to kidnap his wife, he just shot all of the Order people with the cannon. And then, I don't know, Lazarus is somewhere. But then she also says he's been... You're so brave. You've been drinking since early this morning. What will we do? What if they find us? Okay, I think I know. It's Lazarus went to the manor to, I guess, kidnap Mary. She would be Batley now. Because Lazarus Hurst wanted to have the ideal wife. Okay, so that's really what it is. So early in the morning. Wow, could it be that Lazarus is really just one of the people that died? So then Peter Batley would have killed him at the manor? What a miserable ending for the great Lazarus. Peter Batley? Are you serious? Oh my god, that's what it was! Before storming the king's castle with the Order party, Lazarus Hurst led his men to Sebastian Cloudesley's old manor in order to kidnap his long-lost love Mary Batley, née Richards, who was hiding there with her husband, Peter Batley. Upon entering the manor, Lazarus and his troops were confronted by a drunk Peter and the cannon he had won while gambling. Peter blew up Lazarus, breaking the idol, and then fled the scene with Mary. Okay, so that's what happened. So I did a couple mistakes, but I feel like overall I did pretty good, right? I didn't make that many mistakes. This was complex, but I love how it all came together. Thank you for playing. Wow. And that's the ending. Down with virtues. Yeah, fuck this Order thing. Hey, weren't you with the Order party? Oh, no, I was never part of that ghastly organization. I can take this gilded brass trinket for scrap metal. You can have 3 sous for it and call yourself lucky. Wait, which one is that? I love how he pretends he wasn't part of it. He's got the idol. And that's the ending. So there's no 12th case then? I probably should have moved myself back on the left for that last thing. Special thanks to... Oh, I went too fast. Thank you for playing the case of the Golden Idol. Thank you for making it. There's an epilogue. Oh, okay. Epilogue. The grand vision of a better world. Ooh, okay, so we're getting all of our... This is gonna be the reveal that, like, yeah, see, it shows him getting younger. So in case you haven't made... But if you've done the previous case, you would have to know this is Edmund, but I guess they want to confirm it. So you get all your clues right from the start. Oh, okay, so they're going to fill in the blanks. The man is not breathing. Donate to a veteran who lost his leg in the noble defense of his homeland. Half-empty bottle of gin. Witness the power of the idol in my hands and swear loyalty to Lazarus Hurst. We will build the ideal society. Yeah, he made himself younger. Huh. Society must be built on the principles of virtue. Only thus can it become truly great. Look at the Lemurians. Thousands of years ago, they had an empire on the banks of 7 seas. Their ancient technology continues to baffle modern science. But they became inert and decadent and forgot how to build and operate their machines. Their empire crumbled because it was built on pleasure-seeking, not virtue. It is by divine providence that I got my hands on a working, ancient Lemurian artifact, the Golden Idol. I will use its powers to set humanity on the right path by building the ideal state. But then ultimately, you had to think with your dick, and then you died. This is unbelievable! My pure Mary is joined in matrimony with that clown, Peter Batley. She must have done it out of grief for my death. Such a hasty decision goes against every principle of virtue. Therefore, I consider the marriage null and void. She will come to me once she learns I still live. But for now, my duties in the service of humanity take precedence. Order Party Manifesto. All citizens are equal. Really? All citizens must serve society to the full extent of their abilities. Citizens must be evaluated according to how virtuous they are. A society with internal contradictions is unsustainable. Therefore, it must be led by the most virtuous citizen, but again, we're all equal. The king should step down. The aristocracy must be abolished. The most virtuous citizens are better able to serve society. Therefore, virtuous citizens deserve to gain more time on this earth, and bad citizens deserve to lose time. Yeah, that was the foundation of his party. The Brotherhood of Masks. Only one thing is worse than imbeciles. Imbeciles with power. The rich and noble have a social club with mystical rituals and other hogwash, and are so stupid that they did not realize when they had some truly miraculous technology in their hands. However, they are influential and persistent and have already caused a great deal of harm to me and my goals. Walter Keane has told me more about their organization and practices. If he tells the truth and they are truly devoted to their religious entity of Griffin Reborn, I could gain some powerful allies for my next move. You thought you had the perfect plan. I swear it, yes, with these powers I will do whatever is necessary to build a better world. The Brotherhood of Masks, Londonburg chapter. And this is all their identities. James Turner, Angus McBain, Alistair Cogg. This reveals who was who. Jeffrey Sinclair. Oh, Willard Wright was the initiate, that's why they needed a new one. Yes, my lord, I swear my loyalty to you and I will undertake whatever tasks are required of me. David, I thank you for dealing with all the challenges relating to my death and for keeping an eye on our new ally. I do feel I have impressed him not only with the golden idol, but also with my vision of the ideal society. Come to our hideout on November 24. We are ready for the next step. Left thee to the in his will, but then on order stole thee and accidentally stabbed. Tasked to punish and recovered, but his attempts were fruitless. During one attempt, was captured, convinced him to join his side, used the idol to make himself young and infiltrated under the new identity of Lazarus Hearst. Then he claimed to be and transformed the order into the party. Yeah. Okay, so alright. Edmund Cloudsley used the idol to make himself young and infiltrated the order under the new identity of Lazarus Hearst. Then he claimed to be Griffin Reborn and transformed the Brotherhood into the Order Party. Yeah. Walter Keane was captured. And either David Goran convinced him or Edmund convinced him. Maybe David? Oh no. Brotherhood masters and helped seize power in the country and enforce the rule of virtues by taking youth away from common people and giving it to the Order Party member. right before the final showdown with the uncooperative king, Lazarus Hurst wanted to kidnap Mary Batley, but was shot by Peter Batley, and the idol was broken. So the masters who helped him were James and Alistair, right? James Turner and Alistair Cock. Yeah. I think it was Sebastian Cloudsley who first left the idol. There we go. I don't want to hide you. Sebastian Cloudsley left the idol to the Order. Oh, he did. And they still give you access to these, which is nice. Okay, so... Right, he was a... Right, because he was member of the Order. So he left the idol to... Yeah, he even has the mask on the wall. I didn't notice that at the time. And he's got even the outfit right there. Okay, so yeah, he left the idol with them in his will, but then stole the idol and accidentally stabbed. Yeah, who died here again? It was Willard, right? Willard died. And it was David Goran under his order, so... Willard Wright stole the idol. So David Goran, on whose orders though? I mean, I assume Edmund. The Brotherhood tasked and recovered the idol. I mean, it has to be Edmund Cloudsley's order, right? Oh, so this letter, it says our trading company, but this must be from the Brotherhood. Don't take no for answer, we must get the product, the idol. Be effective, once you have the product, deliver it to me immediately with the servant boy. No matter what you do, be mindful of our reputation, our names must remain spotless, yeah. Who did they task with getting the thing back, Walter? Yeah, I ventured on the Order's mission to reclaim the relic and punish the despicable enemy. We entered the hideout of the enemy, so... Oh yeah, so the Brotherhood saw Edmund as the enemy. And so then he infiltrated them under a new identity. That's why he couldn't just go by the same name anymore, because they considered him the enemy, because he had stolen the idol from them. I see. So then the Brotherhood tasked Walter Keane to punish, I guess, Cloudsley and recover the idol? No? Oh no, it's not to the Order, it's to the Brotherhood. I don't know why I called it the Order, because they're kind of like an order. Okay, so... Sebastian Cloudsley left the idol to the Brotherhood in his will, but then David Goran, on Edmund Cloudsley's orders, stole the idol and accidentally stabbed Willard Wright. The Brotherhood tasked Walter Keane to punish Edmund Cloudsley and recover the idol, but his attempts were fruitless. During one attempt, Walter Keane was captured, yeah, by the dog and the Ada, the maid. Convinced him to join his side. I mean, it has to be Edmund, right? Edmund Cloudsley? Convinced him to join his side, he used the idol to make himself young. Infiltrated the Brotherhood. It's because I called it the Order, but it's the Brotherhood. That's my problem. Infiltrated the Brotherhood under the new identity of Lazarus Hurst. Then he claimed the Griffin Oh, that's my problem. It's because I call them the Order, just because it sounds like a cult, but no, their name is the Brotherhood. So, made himself young, infiltrated the Brotherhood under the new identity of Lazarus Hearst. Then he claimed to be Griffin Reborn and transformed the Brotherhood into the Order Party. Round of applause for your boy, please. Thank you for playing. Thank you for making it. And that's that. That's the full game. That was so much fun. I really enjoyed it. I love piecing this mystery together, and I love the way they did it in this game. And I love that they weren't all just like individual cases with nothing to do. It was actually one big mystery, just divided in many different deaths. So that was really fun. I would definitely be interested in playing the DLCs, of which I think there are 2, which we can see here, the Spider of Lanka, and then the Lemurian Vampire. And if they're of the same quality as the main game, then I would definitely want to play them. I'm gonna wait to see if anyone is actually interested in watching this game, because I don't know yet. I'm going to take a short break to play a spooky game for Halloween, but then we might come back to this one in the future. I would really love that because this was such a fun game. And I think I actually did pretty well at deducing most of these. The couple of mistakes I made were kind of my own fault, where like I misinterpreted something, or like I forgot an important detail and only realized like too late. But overall, I am pretty satisfied with my performance. And yeah, it was just a really great mystery with many different moving pieces. But it all came together in a very satisfying manner at the end. I can't believe that after all of this scheming, all of this manipulation, and like infiltrating the Brotherhood and transforming it into a political party, and like he was going to kidnap the king and become like the ruler of this land. And what was his downfall? He was just really horny for Mary badly. He just couldn't accept the one that got away. Of course, what vexes all man?
The sea sums the dichotomy of good and evil.
It's women, of course. So yes, I guess that's going to be it for me today, but we might return to the case of the Golden Idol in the future. So if you enjoyed this video, please consider leaving me a comment, leaving a like. For every like I get, I will make myself 1 year younger with the Golden Idol. So thank you so much for watching. I had fun playing this. I hope you had fun watching it, and I'll see you in the next video for maybe more Case of the Golden Idol. À la prochaine.